Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Computer Science with Sudhir sir. In the previous video, or you can say in the first video of chapter using Python libraries, we discussed about modules. That is how to define module, what a module is, how to import different functions from the module, single function, multiple function, or the entire module. In this particular topic, in this particular video, I'm going to tell you some inbuilt functions, teach you some inbuilt functions, because Python library is very extensive and it offers thousands of inbuilt functions. If you want to use any inbuilt function which is defined inside Python library, then there is no need to import any library or any module in our applications. We can use all inbuilt functions directly in our applications. So in this particular chapter, according to CBSE 2021 curriculum, we have to discuss math functions, mathematical functions, you can say, string functions, and random functions. So for them, to use them, if you want to use these functions, mathematical function like len, len, POW, SQRT, max, min, ABS, int, float, there is no need to import any library or any module. We can directly use them. So we'll start with the practical directly so that it becomes really helpful for you, right? So for that, I open Python. In this, suppose if you want to use len function of mathematical library, of math library, then no need to import it. How to use it? To use it, you have to directly use the function name. Let it be len. Don't pronounce it length. If you pronounce it length, then you simply going to write it length in the exam. So it is not length. It is going to give you length of the string, but it is len. So pronounce it len. If you write here, like if here I write ABC in this way, if I write ABC, and if you print it in this way, you will get 3 as a result. Why 3? Because there are 3 characters inside it, A, B, C. So 1, 2, 3. So you'll get 3. Now we will use the second function. Let it be POW. There are thousands of functions in Python library. So one by one, we will discuss not all, but few, which are given in our syllabus. So POW. So here, if I pass 3 and here, if I write 2, then can you guess the result? If you press enter, you will get 9. How it work? It makes this 2 raised to the power of 3. It means 3 raised to the power 2. So we'll get 3 into 3, that is 9. We will discuss few more functions. We will discuss few more functions. Let it be if here I write int, and if here I write 12.5, then what you will get? What is the meaning of int? Int means without fraction. If you press enter, you will get 12. This is so simple. So if you use here float, another inbuilt function, what you will get? Then you will get, if you write 12, then what you will get? You will get 12.0, which is a floating value. Okay. I'll show you more functions. If you use ABS, which is for absolute value, then if here I write minus 15 or any other value, let it be minus 15, and if I press enter, you'll get 15. If I use ABS 15.5, and if I press enter, it shows error message because ABC is wrong function. Here you have to use ABS. So here 15.5. Press enter, you'll get 15.5 as it is. So it's so simple. Fine. We will discuss maximum and minimum also. So let it be max. Here I write 3, 5 and I press enter. You will get 5. In the same way, if we use minimum, then how it work? Min 5, 3, then what you'll get? You'll get 3 as a result. This is how these functions work. We'll discuss more functions. I'll just give you a new file for it. I just close it and show you the next file so that it is easily available to you, visible to you. So here I write sum, right? And if here I write 2, 3, 4 or any values and press enter, you'll get error. For that, what you have to do, you have to pass either a list or a tuple to get the sum. So here I pass a list in it. So now you'll surely get result. You can apply this sum function over a tuple also. How? For a tuple, you have to use round brackets and press enter. You'll get 9. So simple these functions are. So what I told you, to use inbuilt function, there is no need to import them. If you want to use any inbuilt function, then you can use them directly in your applications without importing any other function. Fine. Then in our syllabus, 3 very important functions are given. They are defined inside string functions. They are part of string library. They are join function, split function, and replace function. Apart from these functions, there are many more functions which are part of string library. But as per class 12 syllabus and according to chapter number 4, which is using Python libraries, we have to cover 3 most important string functions. They are join, split, and replace. So one by one, we will discuss here only. Okay, so first we will discuss join function, right? If here I write hash, this hash is a character, so you have to enclose it in quotes, either in single or in double quotes. Then use here join in this way, and anything you can write. Let it be BBS in this way, right? And now press enter. So you'll get B hash S. So this is the result of it. What this join function do? This is hash, which is a single character. This join function attach this particular character in between each character of this string. This is the functionality of join function, right? Then one more example you look. If here I put 3 asterisks in this way, dot, and then here I use join, and if here I write any string, let it be BBS again, and if you press enter, you will get 3 asterisks in between every letter, every character, due to this join function, right? So again, you can simply check here. I'm not importing any library. I'm using some join these functions directly into my application, right? Okay, now we will do the next function, that is a split function. It is going to be very easy for you and very important for you, because in chapter number 5, that is file handling, you will find questions related to text files, where split function is going to play a very important role to understand how we can read different words separately from a text file. So let us understand split function. Here, if I write I am Indian, if I write in this way, any string you can use, then dot operator, which is access operator, then use split. This is inbuilt function. If you press enter, you'll get result I am Indian. In what way this split function gives you result? It gives you result in the form of a list. It gives you result in the form of a list. How you identify that the result which we are getting through this is in the form of a result? There's a simple identification for it. The identification is through these square brackets only, right? We can try one more example of this split function. Okay, So here I use I am Indian, right? In this again, I use split function and then any letter, or let it be here I put blank spaces in between. If you press enter, you will get the exactly same result. Why? Because here by default, it treats the letter in between as a blank space. The default value is blank space. And here what I specify, blank space. So you'll get the identical same result here, right? Then move to the replace function of it. Okay. So here, to understand the replace function, you have to write a code for it. So let it be I am Indian in this way. Same string if you write, right? Then put quotes here, and here I use dot replace in the same way. It's very easy. It's very simple. And here, if you want to replace any given string from this one, any letter, any string, then write here what you want to change. I want to change I, and I want to replace it with we are, right? Or you can say I am. If here I want to put we are, right? And now here I press enter. What result will get? We are Indian. See, I am. I am. This string is replaced with we are. So we are is the new string. I am Indian. Now we are Indian, right? It's very easy, very simple for us, right? So these three string functions, which is join, replace, and split, are very important function. The most important for us is split. Why it is most important? Because you'll definitely get lot of questions in chapter number 5, that is file handling and text file based questions. Fine. Okay, now we will discuss most important function, that is a random function, which is part of random module in our application. But that random module functions, if you want to use them in your applications, then you have to import a random module in your applications, because without importing, we are unable to use them, right? So it is important. So we will discuss one by one. Okay, so I'm opening a new file for you to make it more clear, right? So here we are. Okay, so here I import a random module. All of you know how to import. I explained this in the previous video. Now press enter. The spelling is wrong, so I'll make it clear for you. Import random in this way. It is imported. Now there are three basic functions here which we have to cover in our class 12 syllabus. They are random, rand int, and rand range. They are random, rand int, and rand range. So we have to cover these three functions one by one, because these functions are very important, and you will definitely get one question from this module in your CBSE examination 2021. This is as per my previous experience, that in the previous syllabus, which was based on computer science with C++, there was a definite question every year worth 2 marks, output questions from this particular topic, that is random function. So we will discuss a random function in my next video, because this topic is very important and there are 100% chances of you'll get one question from this topic in your final examination. So stay tuned for next video. Thank you.